welcome to another KPN Vids video. Today we'll be reacting to a video by Tozy called The TikToker Flee to Another Country. Please like and subscribe, and well, let's get to it.
Hunted after crashing his supercar, fleeing the country, and leaving his injured friend on the side of the road. And it is just a wild story that just really reinforces how stupid influencers can act once they receive just a little bit of money. So let me give you guys a quick rundown.
I mean, not all of them are stupid. Some are actually nice-ish.
Out of the situation. HS TikToky. He's a viral TikToker from England. He bought a McLaren, and just like Jack Doherty, he couldn't drive for shit. Floored it in the rain, spun out, and totaled the car. But I guess...
So he basically... Wait. So what you're telling me is, he basically bought a McLaren. Then after that, crashed it. Okay, that's just dumb. Also a waste of money too.
This is where he somehow solidified himself as a larger scumbag than Jack Doherty, because Jack at least stayed on the scene. Sure, he did injure his friend. He did tell his friend to then film him be upset that he crashed his car, all while his friend was clearly extremely injured and was...
True, which is still messed up to this day, and I'm actually grateful that Kick actually banned this bastard.
Bleeding from his eye. But TikToky over here, he crashed the car, fled the scene, and then left his friend like this, in pain.
No. HS has walked off. Left his McLaren and walked off.
Wait, so he basically just crashed the car with his best friend. Then, after not calling the ambulance or the police, he decides to apparently ditch him. Damn, and I thought Jack Doherty was a scumbag.
No. Hey, General, you good?
Something crap.
You alright?
No, I think I'm good.
Hey, that's not trust, man.
What a scumbag! But his friend then made a video addressing the situation.
Guys, I've got pains in my right hand side of my chest, yeah? It's like they're jarring me off, I'm punching it like that, and it's like, I don't know if I'm making it worse or better, but it's bad. It's jarring me, pains are jarring me, but I'm going to be reactive to the active, to the bare max I can ever do. Yeah, trust on that, G, trust.
Imagine banging on your broken rib for a TikTok video instead of just going to the hospital to check it out. But if that wasn't odd enough, the dude who abandoned him made a video mocking him.
And they call me the General, flew out the McLaren, now I'm feeling pretty terrible.
Wait, okay, that's just disrespectful. What the hell?
Then I guess he felt bad, so he further incriminates himself by apologizing to his friend.
Alright, this is a formal apology video to the General. I am so sorry, bruv. Like, I actually love you, innit? I've got serious love for you. We've had the maddest journey on the net over the last year.
Yeah, I can easily tell this is fake. I know that this dude is only saying this because of the backlash he's getting. I can tell that this dude is only saying this just because of the backlash.
It's actually been a mad journey from when you just used to make clips of me. You come out to Dubai, we blew the net last year. You've come out of your shell, you've completely grown as a character, and now you are the General, bruv. And yeah, I just want to apologise. Obviously, it was nothing to do with me, but I'm just apologising for what happened on behalf of whoever it was who was there. And yeah, bruv, I hope you're feeling alright. I hope you're getting back on your feet, you know what I'm saying? I love you, bruv. Twast on that, yeah? Absolute wow.
I remember seeing all this and I was extremely confused, mainly because are you really dumb enough to total a car registered to you, abandon your friend in it, injured, flee to Dubai, and then post a bunch of videos about this on TikTok without getting arrested? Well, so we thought, because the car apparently wasn't registered to him. And allegedly, this HS TikToky guy is a walking house of cards, but we'll get into that soon. But the Surrey police are now asking for the public's help to find this guy. A report from the Independent goes into a little bit more depth here, saying that Harrison failed to show up to court and is thought to have left the country. I mean, that was pretty apparent though, as he's uploaded countless videos of himself doing so. We really are just in that era of influencers just committing crimes and broadcasting themselves doing so. The only upside with that is, I guess, the trash just kind of takes itself out. But if he will actually get penalties, that's a whole different story, as he has publicly announced that he's moved his entire family to Dubai. But either way, he responded in this post by saying, "I'm currently residing in Brentwood, Essex. Not sure why you're looking for me though."
And he's lying to the police. Great. Nigga, you do know... Wait, isn't it a crime to lie to cops? I think it is.
"I've never driven a car in my life and cannot be wanted for such heinous crimes like this. I'll turn myself in tomorrow, hold tight, yeah." Right. So clearly he's just making a joke out of the system. I mean, he's filmed himself multiple times driving super.
I know this man is gonna clip the shit out of this situation. Also, sorry if I'm pausing a little bit too much. I'm trying to give it a little narrative. So, sorry about that.
Cars. So I don't know why he thought publicly lying to the police was a good idea. Remember Mizzy? He was publicly making a joke out of the UK legal system over and over again.
Yeah.
So the UK legal system just banned him from using social media for multiple years. This could happen to this HS Tiki-Talkie guy as well. But obviously he didn't turn himself in the next day. He then started this spree of social media posts for him to, I guess, capitalize on this new attention. Like this, "Don't ask me about my court case" bit.
Ask him about the court case.
Ask you about your court case.
How's your court cases going?
About what?
About your court case.
Well, they want to know about a court case.
Ask about your court case.
Shut up, you little...
And then on top of that, he started posting AI-edited versions of the news coverage on him.
Influencer to hand himself in after he failed to show up at court, with recent videos appearing to...
What are you... What is up with influencers just being absolute nightmares for their own defense attorneys? But it just gets so much worse.
So it's come to this. The Matrix has officially declared war on me.
Oh, hell no. Great. He's becoming one of those Matrix bros. Oh my god, I hate those people.
Why? Because I refuse to play by their rules. They're dragging my name through the mud. The Daily Mail,
don't
the Sun,
dare
even the
blame on the
BBC,
Matrix.
all puppets of the
swear to
system
God,
spinning their narrative.
this is what every
Why?
guy does.
Because I'm young, because I'm successful, because I speak the truth, and most importantly, because I'm untouchable. And the fact that I probably smashed their missus and put it in my Telegram with 500,000 people in it. They hate to see you win. They hate to see someone break free from their control.
Oh yeah, win? Win? Alright, stop talking about winning and fix that goddamn hairline.
The so-called incident in March? It's an excuse. A fabricated story to make me look guilty. To suppress me. To suppress the truth. And most importantly, to suppress you. They know when we are all united, we are an unstoppable force. They know if they are successful in dividing us, that they can conquer us, and liability will be lost. Don't let them win. Stand up for what's right. But let me tell you something. They can't stop me. The truth always wins. I'm here to fight for it.
Oh,
I will go away for life.
The truth, eh? Why don't you tell the... Oh yeah, the truth, eh? Says the guy who literally lied to the cops on Twitter.
If it means my supporters will have just one day of freedom in this world. And to everyone watching this, don't let the Matrix control you. Stay awake and stay free.
Dude, the Matrix isn't after you. You're wanted for allegedly hitting an innocent driver, trying to show off in your McLaren under the influence, all while seriously injuring 3 people, then fleeing the scene. He's not even original, like dude's just the outcome of a man-child who received a little bit too much money, naively thinking that, hey, I don't have consequences for my own actions. The dude is pathetic, and he's hilarious that he's doing all of this for very minimal upside, but he just keeps making things so much worse for himself.
I can't believe ITV News have been attacking me for the last 24 hours. They've been attacking my name, my brand, my image that I've been working tirelessly for the last...
Nigga, what image? The only image you have is being a coward.
4 years. I don't think they actually understand the impact this is having on me, but most importantly, my family. I've had to reassure my mum and my grandparents. They've been in absolute bits for the last 24 hours after hearing the news that their son and their grandson only has 30,000 followers.
Harrison Sullivan, who has over 30,000 followers on TikTok.
You should have seen the...
Oh my god, parents, please, the grandparents and the mother, please don't encourage this guy. You're just gonna make his ego 10 times worse. Just please don't. I beg you, don't.
Look on her face when that was aired on live television. I had to reassure her and pull up my accounts, which show millions and millions of followers worldwide.
Absolute zinger, dude. I feel terrible for the people who were actually struck by this moron in this rented supercar, because having a person who did that to you then flee the scene and make a bunch of videos making fun of the situation really shows you the lack of remorse he has for his own actions. So it really just seems like here that there are 3 alternatives that can happen here. One, goes back to England and goes through with the legal procedures. 2, he stays in Dubai and never returns to England. Or 3, he somehow messes up and gets extradited back to England for his trial. And there is an extradition treaty between the UAE and the UK, but apparently not an effective one. But the big thing I did just learn while researching this video is allegedly it wasn't even his car. He was bragging about buying this car, but it was rented. Because the dude who loaned him...
Wait, so what you're telling me, the car that this man crashed is rented, and the worst part is he didn't even pay for it?
The McLaren got tired of his BS and decided to make a YouTube channel named Adam. And here he shared his story.
Now, the McLaren that HS crashed a couple months ago, that was not his McLaren. That was paid in full by me, my money.
So this is the dude that HS rented from. Why? Okay, first of all, why? Why don't you pay this guy? Also, he kind of looks rich. I kind of like the car behind him.
Now, he crashed that car with General G in it, and he's fled the scene and run away to Dubai. He's paid none of the money back. So it's time that he fully gets exposed for who he is. Now, as well as him having a really bad hairline, he's really bad at driving. So the night before, he had taken some stuff. I'm not going to clarify what those are, Harrison. Depending on how you respond to this video, depends on what the viewers get to hear. So if you come out and say you don't give a you know, oh, this guy in his car, and you don't publicly apologise, the police and the general audience are going to love to listen to these voice notes of you fucking crying in my DMs, you know, crying on the voice notes, telling me what you took the night before. So, yeah, be very careful, mate. So, he's taken the car out, he's crashed it, and he's fled the scene. He can't afford to pay. He's got no money in his bank account.
Wait, so what you're telling me is this man doesn't have enough money to pay for a McLaren, but decides to flee to Dubai, which is a country known for being very expensive. What? That doesn't make sense. No, seriously. The common sense just disappeared from this man's head because that doesn't make sense. Why would you flee to a country that is known for being crazy expensive? Why? And move your entire family there.
The guy here that you guys are following trading advice from. You're following a guy who can't even afford to, you know, pay back 5k a month. He's been begging me for a payment plan and now he's struggling. And he's going to say, oh, don't listen to him, boys. I just don't care. I don't give a shit about this guy. And I'm telling you, it's very wrong. This is a guy that was living with me because he couldn't afford to get his own place. So I was sponsoring this guy. All of this...
Wait, this guy can't even get his own place? Why would you move your family into a hotel if you can't even afford your own place? Are you serious?
Stuff he owns, that was all mine.
So that's an eye-opener, and another reminder that most of the flexing you see online by influencers is not real. Especially from the short-form guys coming up off TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts. Apparently there's like extremely little money in that. So you need to have something that's highly profitable to funnel that audience into if you're going to make a good living off of it, especially the kind of living where you're flexing supercars every day. And it seems like the 2 main routes here for those kinds of people are either OF or trading courses or some type of course, like YouTube courses.
Please don't get me started on those dumb YouTube courses. Oh my god. The amount of people that get scammed from those needs to be studied, because what the hell? There is no way people are dumb enough to follow these actual courses.
Don't even get me started on these YouTube course grifters, because there is a lot of guys who who are setting people up for disasters there, charging thousands of dollars for terrible advice. But I digress. So here's the reason Adam loaned his car to HS.
The reason is, guys, he was using the cars, and you may have heard of another company, a raffle company called 7 Days Performance. He was using the cars, and we were going to raffle them off. I would have taken a portion of the profit, so everything I do is for money.
Okay, interesting claims here, but he actually does give us some proof.
He's learned the ways.
This is consensual.
This is consensual, yes.
You know, what's about to happen?
He is. Now, he basically was borrowing that McLaren that day specifically, just for a quick, video shoot with his really fucking stupid friend, General G. And, I let him borrow it real quick for the music video, just because, as a personal favour. He told me he was insured. As you can see, the contract said he had to cover his own insurance, all of this sort of stuff. But unfortunately, insurance doesn't cover you when you put a bunch of stuff up your nose the night before.
Well, that explains why he would want to flee the scene. But if we also needed a little bit more proof, he called up the guy who was riding along with him.
He's now coming out and saying that it's all lies, that it's his McLaren and all of this.
I went in the car, I had to give a police statement saying what actually happened.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie for him, am I? And they seized all his assets, and he can't come back to the UK, because if he does, they're going to throw him in jail.
Yeah.
Tax avoidance, he's committed a lot of crimes here. I won't be surprised if the courts make an example of him, put him away for a few years. It needs to happen, though.
Hopefully. I don't know if he's going to last long in prison, though. Let's be honest.
Okay, so that is very interesting. The guy...
So what you're telling me is that this dude, basically, if he goes back to his home country, he will literally go to jail. So, and I know from a fact that this dude will not survive prison. Look at him. His hairline won't even survive 5 minutes.
He can't go back to England, that's for sure. At least not without receiving some serious legal repercussions. It sure will be interesting to see if he gets extradited, considering that he fled the country. But HS did go on to do an interview just 2 days ago, where he claimed that he didn't do anything wrong. Were you surprised to see it?
Very surprised. Very, very, very surprised. So I started getting a few DMs. Oh, you're on the news, you're on Google, you're on Sky News, you're on BBC. I look it up, I'm like, what is this about? Absolutely. My initial thought was, right, they're doing it for clout. Obviously, they're doing it because it's going to get views, posting this bullshit. But I was very, very, very shocked because, we live in a time in the UK where rapists, killers, nonces are not getting prison sentences and they're not being spoke about. And I just think it's disrespectful to everyone in the UK that got stabbed yesterday, or everyone that got that them guys are not in the news, but they're putting me for a driving offence and making it out as I'm Pablo Escobar. I think it's ridiculous. I've never seen a mugshot so viral, especially for something like this. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Do you have any intent on going back?
Do I have an intent on going back? I think that I will go back, yes.
Okay, you do know if you go back, basically saying you will be in prison for I think 15 years. Also, what do you mean? Also, forget it. Forget it. This man this man deserves to go to jail.
I'm in talks now with the lawyers and the police now that I'm aware that I needed to go back. I wasn't actually aware that I had a court date, so I'm going to do my best now to sort out a date for coming back and face it, because I need to face it. I'm not afraid. I've not done anything wrong, so I'm happy to go back. Yeah.
What?
Okay, yeah, I guess he just hit him with the gaslight girl boss meme. If he actually returns, his case will be extremely interesting to see what happens. Because, there is seemingly multiple witnesses that he was driving, and if they were filming a music video, there would be footage of him driving as well. Then on top of that, to make things worse for him because he fled, he will most likely not receive bail. So then he can't work. So, that'll be an all-around disaster for him, and I don't even think he realizes how bad things really are.
True. And if you can't work, you can't get money. Meaning, basically, he'll be broke.
I guess that's the story of a TikToker who's currently wanted after...
Anyway, guys, thank you. If you want to see more content like this, maybe I'll try to do some mobile games. Please like and subscribe, and, see you next time.